Good morning, Chanana present here. I'm Ramya Devi, working as Assistant Professor in SNS College of Technology. Today I'm going to share a small article regarding flow control and looping in PHP. Flow control and looping are important concepts in PHP that determines how a program executes its instructions. They help developers make decisions and repeat tasks efficiently instead of writing the same code multiple times. So the flow control refers to the process of controlling the order in which statements are executed in a PHP program. By default, PHP executes statements sequentially from top to bottom. However, flow control statements allow the program to make decisions based on conditions, execute different actions for different situations, repeat tasks whenever needed, stop and skip certain operations. Flow control also improves flexibility and makes program more intelligent and interactive. There are many types of flow control statements like conditional statements, and then like conditional statements also include like if statement, if else statement, if else if statement, and also switch state. So conditional statement which allows PHP to make decisions. So whenever we are using if statement which executes a block of code only when a specified condition is true, used when a single decision needs to be made. When we come to if-else statement, it provides two possible paths. One block executes when the condition is true and another block executes when it is false. And if else if else statement used when multiple conditions need to be checked. PHP evaluates conditions one by one until a matching condition is found. And also the switch statement used when there are many possible values to compare, often more organized and readable than the multiple if statements. Then comes to the looping statement. Looping is a technique that allows a set of instructions to be executed repeatedly until a condition is satisfied. Without loops, repetitive tasks would require writing the same instructions many times, making programs lengthy and difficult to maintain. What are the benefits of looping? Saves time and effort, it reduces code duplication, and also improves efficiency and maintainability. So there are many types of loops like while loop, do while loop, and for loop. And also we'll use for each loop. So the while loop, which includes repeats a block of code as long as the condition remains true. The condition is checked before each repetition. And also the do while loop, similar to the while loop, executes the code at least once before checking the condition, useful when at least one execution is required. And the for loop commonly used when the number of repetitions is known beforehand, ideal for counting and iteration tasks. And the for each loop, it is a special loop designed for arrays and collections of data, which processes each element one by one, makes handling data structures simpler and more readable. And also the loop control statements like break statement, continue statement, like break statements immediately terminates the loop. And when it comes to continue, it skips the current iteration. And the main applications of the flow control and looping are widely used in user authentication systems, menu-driven applications, data validation, processing records from databases. Like it also allows the block of code to be executed repeatedly as long as a given condition is true. And this is a syntax of the if statement. Like if we have given the condition, and we'll execute some set of statements. Like for example, if your age is greater than 18, you are eligible. You will get a display like you will eligible to vote. And this is an example of equal statement. If marks is greater than 50, we are pass, and if else, it will be displayed as fail. And this is another example of if, else, if, and else. So if there are two more else conditions, like for example, if the score is greater than 90, then grade A. If it is greater than 75, grade B, or else they will come under the grade C. So for these types of statements, we can use if statement. For example, if you want to switch to a particular case, we can use the switch statement, and this is an example of it. Here, if we want to go to the day 3, here the output will be like Wednesday. And this is an example of a looping statement. So here we are using an for loop in which it has the loop starts with 1 and it has been iterated less than equal to 5, and it will display the value of 5. And this is the while loop which executes until the conditions becomes true. And also this is an example of a do while loop. And this is an example of a for each loop in which it has been used in an array. Thank you.